In a basketball league of X teams in which every team plays every other team twice, the total number of games played is x squared minus x. How many teams are there in a league that played a total of 72 games? So, how are we going to solve this? Since there are 72 games, we need to equate this equation to 72. So we'll have x squared minus x is equal to 72. Now, let's do some algebra. We're gonna minus both sides by 72 so that we have 0 on the right side, and it is now a quadratic equation. Now we have x squared minus x minus 72 is equal to 0. Now we can solve this by doing the quadratic equation or by factoring. But in this case, we're gonna do the factoring part. So let's find the factors of 72 that has a sum, negative 72 rather, that has a sum of negative 1. So what are the factors of 72? We have 1 and 72. We got 2 and 46. Then we got but we can also multiply 9 and 8. Now, if we made this a negative sign, we have 9 times 8 is 72, or negative 72. And negative 9 plus positive 8 is negative 1, which is what we have here. So we can now have the 2. So we have x minus 9 and x plus 8. Now, let's equate both of them from 0, or we can just change the sign. So we have x is equal to 9, and x is equal to negative 8. Now, since the number of teams in a league cannot be negative 8, so we will discard this. Now, we have the answer of 9 teams in a league. Now we have a second problem. We have, if there were 6 teams in a league, how many games all would play? You can try it if you want to. First, let's have the equation here. So, since there are 6 teams in the league, we can just, our x will be 6. So, we're gonna distribute 6 on x. So, it will be 6 squared minus 6. So, 6 squared is 36 minus 6. And now, we have a sum of 30. So, this is the answer. Next, a photocopier manufacturer finds that the revenue R in thousands of pesos from the sale of X photocopiers is given by R of X is equal to 5x squared plus X. If cost C in thousands of pesos of producing X photocopiers is given by C of X is equal to 4x squared plus 13x plus 16. How many photocopiers must be decided and sold in order for the manufacturer to break even. So we have the keyword here to break even. Break even, which means equal. Now, so we have the revenue and the costs are equal. So let's just plug in the revenue and the cost. So for the revenue, we have 5x squared plus x, right? That's the given earlier. I read it. 5x squared plus x. Now for the cost, we have 4x squared plus 13x plus 64. Now, how are we going to solve this? So, we can have this, the left part, the right part to the left. So, program minus 4x squared plus 13x plus 64 so that we have 0 on the right side. So this will cancel. Now we have a minus sign here. So let's have negative times positive is negative. Negative times positive is also negative. So let's subtract the like terms. So 5x squared minus 4 is x squared. Positive x minus 13x is negative 12. And we have negative 64 left. Negative 12x. And we have 64 left. There we go. Then we have 0 on the right side. As you can see, this is a quadratic equation. Right? So, let's find the factors of 64. Negative 64, that has a sum of negative 12. So, we can do the trial and error, but in this case, I already have the answer. It is 16 and 4. It's positive, negative 16 and 4. So you can try it. I can have the factors of 64 like 1 and negative 64, negative 2 and positive 32, and so on. But I'm not gonna do that because this video will be longer. So let's have x minus 16 and x plus 4. Now we can equate it to 0 or just change the signs. So we have x is equal to positive 16 and x equal to negative 4. Now since the number of photocopiers can't be negative 4, so we'll eliminate that. Now we have 16 photocopiers sold. So let's do the checking if our math is correct. So let's plug in what we have earlier. So we have 5x squared plus x is equal to 4x squared plus 13x plus 64. Now, our x earlier was 16, so we're gonna plug 16 in all of these. So 16 is squared plus 16. Then 4, we're gonna change the x to 16. Now, 16 times 16 is 256. So we have 255 times 256 plus 16, then 4. This is just the same, so 16 times 16 is 256 plus 13 plus 16 is 208 plus 64. Then 5 times 256 is 1280 plus 16. 4 times 256 is 1024. 208 plus 64 is 8 plus 4, we have 12. Carry 1, 7. Then we have 2, 272. Now, 1280 plus 16 is 1296. And if we have 124 plus 2, 72. 4 plus 2 is 6. 2 plus 7 is 9. 2, 1. Since we have the same answer here, which means our answer, x minus 16, s is equal to 16, is correct.